Alright boys, welcome to BBR Week 7. Why is the Rotom sprite look like that? Why is it so blurry? Today we're playing Nate. You can check him out in the top right hand corner. If you missed our team builder, this is a must win. We gotta win if we want to get into playoffs, and so does Nate. You can check that team builder out in the top right hand corner as well. Okay, let's see what Nate ended up bringing here. Let's see, no Dragalge. No good Dragalge. He is actually going to bring Electivire, so we are a little under prep for Electivire, and he doesn't bring Ting Lu. So with this 6, I'm actually very comfortable leading Glowking, I think. There's pretty much no reason for me not to. I can get up a T-Spike pretty easily and punish him. I think that's pretty good. If you miss the team builder, we're pretty much a fat team that's going to take advantage of Hex, Dragapult, Sub-Hex, Disable to try to make sure certain Pokemon don't have any moves to hit us. We're defensive Chi-Yu, kind of. For the Sinastra, we got Screens. And I think we're ready to go. Let's get this T-Spike up and get this game going. Have fun to Nate. Check him and all of the other BBR coaches out down below. And while you're there, man, only 45% of the people that watch these videos are subscribed. So if you have not already, go down there and help me on my way to 3,000 subs by the end of the year. We really need to win this one. There are very little room for error. So Electivire, no Ting Lu. He brings out the Tornadus. I'm not super pressed about this. I can literally, I think, just get up my T-Spike. He could taunt, I'm very aware of that, but if he does that, I can Acid Spray the next turn. Yeah, he could knock off here. I'm going to get up my T-Spike for sure. We'll see if he taunts. He does taunt. Unfortunate. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try to get up Acid Spray on this Pokemon and try to see if we can learn a little bit about his set. He also could just knock here. If anything's to get knocked, his only setter, his Empoleon and Fernape. I still think we Acid Spray this Pokemon. We see what he wants to go for. Obviously, he's not AV. He is going to be taunt knocked, so he's going to be... Yeah. Great. Fantastic. We get Acid Spray off there. Not going to do very much damage. He's going to be at -2. So he did 393 to 205 with a crit. 188 with that crit. That's looking like no attack investment at all. I'm still pretty free to just go for the Acid Spray here, just to make sure. I still can't T-Spike, right? I think I'm pretty free to just go for the Acid Spray here. I don't think I really value health on this too much, and I think he is going to U-turn here. And Acid Spray is pretty free into whatever he wants to go into. I could also throw off a Psychic. He could just go into Empoleon, and maybe I want to prevent that. No, because if he goes Empoleon, then I can just... I think the Taunt ends next turn, right? Yeah, Taunt ends next turn. I'm cool with just getting another Acid Spray off here. And he is going to U-turn here. And I assume we're going to see the Impo. That is fine. Yeah, we're going to see Impo. I'm going to get my T-Spike up. This Pokemon doesn't really pressure me with an Oko on anything. And I really value these T-Spikes. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get this T-Spike up. Very important that we get these up. He's going to go for his own rocks. We're going to get this T-Spike up. This T-Spike, in my opinion, much more valuable than these Stealth Rocks are. So we're going to get this T-Spike up. I could go for Slack Off, and I think that is kind of what I want to go for here. In fact, I think that is what I'm going to go for here, is the Slack Off. As we see what kind of, what he wants to really go for here. His only removal is Quaquaval. Surely he's not Boots Quaquaval. He goes for Hydro. We chew this. And we get a Slack Off. Fantastic. We'll probably throw another one up. So he has Hydro. He's used one pump used. And I can just go for another Slack Off pretty freely. He's going to go for Flip Turn. I should have calced to see how much damage that did, but it's okay. I think we'll be alright. I'll get another Slack Off, and there's not really any Pokemon that wants to switch into me. He could go Sinastra, I think. I guess that would probably be the best play. I'm not sure what this is. This looks like a Sinastra nickname. And Fernape nickname. Okay. Fernape. So if he's Jolly Choice Band, he doesn't Oko us with anything, right? Let me check Earthquake. No, he doesn't Oko us with anything. I'm back at max HP. I'm just going to go for the Psychic here. Maybe he'll go back into the Impo. But he doesn't Oko us with literally anything here. So I'm curious to see what he's going to do. As we get this Psychic off here. He's going to be Poison. He's going to be at 88. What he might do, he might just go for the Flare Blitz here and then go into Quaquaval, try to get the Aqua Step plus Moxie and try to just put the game away. Real early, but he could do that. He's just going to go for the U-turn here. He could go back into Impo. He's going to be Life Orb too. Okay, U-turn, Life Orb. Great stuff to know. So he's going to be at 78 now, or 79. Going to be Life Orb. So we know a lot about 3 of his Pokemon. We don't know the actual moves on Infernape, but we can assume he's physical based on him being Life Orb. He's going to go back into Brad, which is going to be Tornadus. We're just going to get another plot, or another Slack off here. A Psychic. I cannot speak. We're getting a Psychic into that Pokemon. It's gonna take about 40, it looks like. He really can't touch us. I think I'm okay with just going for another Psychic here. He could taunt and then go into whatever he wants to go into, which might be what he opts for here. He is gonna taunt here. We're gonna get another Psychic off. I mean, I'm fine with this. We're gonna Psychic. We're gonna get this thing quite low. Yeah, so he's going to be at about, what, 53% it looks like after Regenerator, because he's a little under 20. We'll say we'll give him benefit of the doubt. We'll say he's going to be at about 58. So what he's going to do now, he's going to U-turn into Empoleon. And I'm going to have, one turn of Taunt whenever that happens. I'm kind of okay with that, to be honest with you. I don't really need a pivot into that. And I think I'm just going to go for a Psychic here, to try to wager to see if that thing is leftovers or not, to be honest. I think this is my best play. He's going to be at about 60. We'll say about 60 whenever he comes back in. He should go Impo here. I think Impo makes a lot of sense. He's actually going to go into the Sinasha. Okay. So we're actually going to get some pretty big damage on this, and it's not Boots, so it is also poisoned. And how much are we doing to this? 10%? Maybe. So that's Assault Vested? It has to be. It has to be. AV max but def to take that little, right? Oh my gosh, he's got to be AV. So we're going into our Charles here, our Charles Youth, and we're gonna see what he wants to do. He might go for a Matcha Gotcha here, try to get a burn on something. This is his Terramon as well. He's Terra Fairy, Terra Ghost. We'll see what he wants to go for as far as that goes. We obviously get the Regenerator on Slow King, so that's pretty nice. We could see what Terra type he is here. Skull. Okay, that does a ton of damage to me. Down to 147. So he could just be max special attack modest with an Assault Vest, and this damage right here is actually going to tell us that. He brought us down to 130 with a Scald, or he did 130 with Scald. No, that is no investment, which is crazy. I'm just going to go for the Reflect here, I think, as he switches into Infernate, maybe. I could also just Fire Blast, do a ton of damage. I'm going to get the Reflect up here. I think he's going to pivot out. He's actually going to stay in. I'm a little surprised by that. I am very surprised by that. But ultimately, if Chi-Yu can trade for this Sinasha, I'm fine. He's going to be Terra Fairy. He's going to be at like, what, 50? A little above 50, I think it looks like. We get the Reflect up. Obviously, in hindsight, bad play because he stayed in. Skull does not kill me, though, from this range. And he's going to be under 50 now. We'll say he's at like 45. Let me see if I would kill him. He's heat proof. So we absolutely would not ever kill him. We could save this Pokemon if we wanted to, or we could just get a light screen up and sack it, which might be the best play. In fact, I think that is the best play. We could do that and then go into Bernardo if we wanted to. We could also go into Phantasmo. I think it would be another great play if we sack this Pokemon. What usability does this Pokemon have left? It outspeeds the Electivire, which is really nice. We could... I think going for the light screen here is ultimately our best play. This Pokemon's pretty whittled. We don't really have to worry about switching into this anymore, especially because it's defensive. We get the light screen up. Obviously, wish I got that one up first. I didn't expect him to stay in. It is what it is. He's going to go for Terra Blast here. And then he's going to be at about 33 after this turn. So down goes Chi-Yu. Useless, again, as always. And we can start going into Dragapult. And protecting and subbing and try to end with a sub up. Which I think is our best play here. I think this is our best play here. Do I protect first or do I sub first as he switches out? I think I sub first in case he switches out to save this because that looks like a real play. But I don't think he's going to save this since he stayed in on the Chi-Yu. He's going to stay in here. We get the sub off. He's going to Terra Blast. That's fine. We're going to reveal a lot of cards here for our Dragapult set, but I do think it's worth it to guarantee kill this Pokemon. I protect, and then we're going to Hex, and then he has a really tough time dealing with this Dragapult. He has an extremely difficult time dealing with this Dragapult. I am going to Hex instead of Disable because there is just the chance that he could Shadow Ball, because I do very much think he's AV. I think he'd be crazy to not have Shadow Ball in this set, so we are just going to Hex. We're going to take this Pokemon out. Down goes Sinastcha. I'm not sure what comes in here. I'm really hoping Tornadus, but it might be Empoleon, to be honest. If he goes Empoleon, I go into Glowking, I think. Ultimately, I think that this Dragapult destroys the remaining Pokemon that he has left. Our Reflect wore off. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted our Reflect turns, but again, I'm not confident we killed him because he's AV. Hex did, like, not that much damage at all. Deagle, he goes into a Quaquaval here. He gets poisoned because he's not Boots. He's probably going to be Scarf based on how he sent this in. I'm going to Protect here, I think, because there's not a move he could click here to really put me in a tough spot as far as if I Protect. So that's what we're going to do. If we guarantee get some chip damage on him, I think it's ultimately our best play. And now he's going to be at 88%. He is just going to Aqua Step here. So how much does an Aqua Step do to me if he's Scarf? Because what I can do now is he does, like, no damage, actually. If he's Scarf, it does nothing at all. So I think what I can do now, I can sub. Aqua Step doesn't even break sub, by the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sub, because if he's Scarf, we learn that. We learn this either way. We learn if he's Scarf either way right here. And we're able to take advantage of him. If he stays in and he is Scarf and he Aqua Steps, we get a sub up. He cannot break it. And then we can fire off a free Hex. If he is not Scarf, then we're able to see what he clicks. So he's not Scarf. Great to know. We're able to see what he clicks and even potentially disable him. I am worried of... Oh, Triple Axle! I didn't even think of Triple Axle. We're going to lose Polt here. I didn't even... Oh, no, we're not. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. We shouldn't. Right? It'll be... Oh! That did way more damage than I would have liked. We're going to Protect here to see what he scouts or what he goes for. I didn't know this guy Triple Axle. That's a misprep on my part. Heavy. Well played by Nate to abuse me a little bit there. He is going to be leftovers, actually. I didn't even see that. So my whole Scarf Kerfluffle didn't make sense. I mean, it did make sense because I didn't think he got Triple Axle. But we're going to Protect here. We're going to Protect here. He's going to go for the Bulk Up. Just a little... we can deal with that pretty easily with our Rotom Wash. The only scary thing is now that he's at +1, a close combat will kill our Rotom Wash if he does raw click that. But why would you click close combat here? That would be crazy. So to be honest with you, if he clicks close combat into the Rotom at -1, we will kill him. So we can go back into pull. So if he does close combat on the call, which would be a great play by Nate, which he does, so down goes Rotom, we're able to go back into pull and we're able to still take it out with the Hex. So great play by Nate. We're still able to take advantage of that though. Nate's playing pretty well, I won't lie. He is definitely playing pretty well. We're able to go back into pull here, and I'm going to probably Protect first just to guarantee that he's in range. It looks like he is, but just to be 100% sure. And also get a little bit of recovery back. I think that is our best play here. We Protect to get him a little bit lower here, and Hex should kill unless he's like max Spadef, which I don't think he can be in order to kill the Rotom Wash. No, he certainly cannot be, right? I guess if he's adamant, he could be. But he's got to be a lot of speed investment too, right? I mean, Hex does minimum 77 to max HP Quaquaval, so I think we should KO him here. That's what we're going to go for. We're going to go for Hex. He's at like, what, 55? So, Hex should KO him here. He's going to switch out now. Okay. Now if that Pokemon ever gets an Aqua Step off, we're in a little bit of a tougher spot, for sure. We also don't really break Impo now that we lost our Rotom, so he's going to take not that much. He's going to probably be leftovers. Looks like he's Spadef, for sure. He's not leftovers. Okay, so he's probably going to be what's it called? He's gonna be Shuka Ice Beam probably for the Lando. We're gonna Protect and see what he wants to do. Probably an Ice Beam comes out here. If an Ice Beam comes out, we Protect. We can Flash Cannon. We can probably disable that. Hydro Pump does like 73. Yeah, we can disable that if we want to. We're gonna go for it. We're going to try to be as annoying as possible. And then Hydro shouldn't be able to break our sub. He goes for the flip turn. Nate is playing very well, man. Maybe I should have went for the sub first. I mean, I protect. He could hard switch out to get Regenerator. Okay, he doesn't. We're going to see knockoff. We are extremely Spadef Dragapult, but unfortunately, I think our best play is to go into Pants too, because this Dragapult can do this pretty much whenever. I think he U-turns here, or he flying moves maybe. I think Glow King's our best play. We could sub or disable, but Dragapult's way too valuable to just throw around health on it. So we are going to go into Glow King here. I don't think you knock off again after seeing disable. I think that'd be a crazy play, and even if you do, we're already knocked off. I think Glow King covers us pretty well here. I think if anything, you Hurricane or Bleak Wind or whatever flying move that you have. Air Slash, yeah. Okay. And we're going to throw up a Psychic here. He might go for the taunt again, make sure that we don't recover. He is going to go for the taunt. We're going to get a Psychic off here. We're going to put him pretty low. After Regenerator, he'll probably be at about 50. He's just going to go Impo here. And Impo is still so tough for us to deal with. I think I still Psychic, though. Last time he went into Sinasha. He's going to hard switch out here. Not even going to get the U-turn damage. I'm a little curious to see why that is. He's going to go Bud Light, which is going to be that Electivire. Alright. He is also poisoned, which is great. And we get to see like if he's AV or not here. Definitely not, right? He took 50 from that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's looking like just no bulk. It's gonna be at like 44-ish. So what's my best play now? He could Ice Punch. Does Ice Punch -1? Landorus, Electivire -1. He's been making some intimidating reads here. So Choice Banded Ice Punch could kill us. Life Orb Ice Punch at -1 probably doesn't kill us after the rocks. I think I could just go hard Lando. It prevents a Volt Switch. I could also go into Bernardo. But I think Bernardo is very, very good here. I don't think there's any reason for me to risk Bernardo's HP here. I think if anything, Lando is easily the worst mon in this matchup. So I think going Lando makes a lot of sense. If he clicks Ice Punch and he's bandaged, he kills us. If he's Life Orb, there's like a 1 or 2 rolls that kill us. But we get the -1 and we get that information. And he could very well Ice Punch here. I very much anticipate the Ice Punch, but I still think this is our best play. He goes Earthquake. Okay, fantastic. Our best play might be to go for the U-turn here, I think. Ice Punch shouldn't kill me, because he can only kill me if he's banded. I don't think rocks really help us in this matchup anymore. I mean, they're kind of nice, but not necessary. I think a U-turn on potential Tornadus. He's going to go for the Ice Punch. This shouldn't kill me. Does not kill me. He is going to be Life Orb, so he's dual Life Orb. This should die to our hit here. It does. And we go Glow King, because Glow King punishes everything. It forces in the Impo. He goes back out into the Tornadus. I'm going to get my Psychic off here. He could just go for the taunt. He could hard switch as well into Empoleon for a Regenerator. No, he's going to go for the knockoff. We're going to get a ton of damage into this. Let me see if Quackle Ball will kill us if he taunts here for whatever reason. No, it shouldn't. We could go for the Slack off here. I still think Psychic is our best play. Dragapult can always revenge the Quackle Ball. And we could also sack Zaba Gopult. If I switch out, yeah, I think my play here is just Psychic. I think he's going for the Quackle Ball here, but if he is, then I can just go into Lando and get the -1. He's actually going to taunt. Okay, cool. So down goes Tornadus. Glow King proving to be very difficult for Nate to deal with here. He goes Imma, which is this. Does he Oko me from this range? What I could do, I could sack Lando, which I think is probably my best play. Let me see. Infernape, Life Orb. Lair Blitz would kill me from this range. Earthquake would kill me from this range. Yeah. I sack Lando. I sack Lando, go Bernardo, huh? He's going to be at -1 now. If he doesn't U-turn, we go Bernardo. He Flare Blitz. Okay. So he's going to take Recoil. He's going to be at about, what, 66, and then Life Orb 56, and then, depending on Recoil, he could be at about 50 after this. I think I go Bernardo, and I try to get a Bulk Up off. He's at -1. The only bad situation is if he's Grass Knot that can 2-hit KO me. With Life Orb, it can. And then I'd have to save Bernardo for the Empoleon. So I think I am going to Terra Water. I think I am going to go for the Bulk Up here. I think this is my best sequence of events. Bernardo! If he's Grass Knot, great prep by Nate. Going to not kill us, but do a ton of damage. And if he hard calls that Grass Knot, fantastic play. We will have to hard switch out if that's the case. He's just going to U-turn here. Okay. No! No, man! That U-turn probably puts us in range of a Quaquaval hit, huh? Oh, he goes Empoleon. That's fine. Wait, that's fine. We bulk up. We're going to Drain Punch and get all of our HP back. This thing cannot touch us at all. Yeah, I think the game's over. I think Bernardo's going to clean sweep. We have a lot of speed investment. A lot. We have 96 speed investment to potentially outspeed this. I think 3 Drain Punches should be able to put this game away. Is what it's looking like here. He could be Chopple as well. He is Chopple, but he doesn't hit us. So I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what kind of damage he's going to try to do here. Hydro Pump, I guess. It's going to do like 20%. He's going to Flip Turn. He does go... Oh, Inma, not Imma. He goes back into this. But now the Empoleon is low enough to where I think Dragapult beats it in a one-on-one. Because I can disable the Flash Cannon too. I do think I just go for the hit, right? Close Combat. Would Close Combat kill me? No. Close Combat would not kill me. But it put me in range of Aqua Step from Quaquaval, huh? I can go Hard Pult here, which is a crazy play, but if he Close Combats, he puts me guaranteed in range of Aqua Step from Quack, and if that's the case, I lose the game. Pretty much immediately, right? No, Slowking can live. I think I Drain Punch here. I don't overthink it. Yeah, I don't overthink it. We killed this. I think going Dragapult was a throwing play there. And what we could do, we could actually go hard into our Glowking. Because of the range of HP we're at, we should guarantee live 2 Aqua Steps after Rocks. And Bernardo gives us some leeway into that Empoleon to guarantee that we actually do win this game. But I guess so does Slowking, huh? I guess so does Slowking. I mean, I guess his big play here would be to bulk up on this Pokemon as I Drain Punch and do not quite enough damage. So I do think my play is to go Slowking to prevent that. I think if he bulks up here, we're in a really bad spot if we leave Bernardo in. And he also might have to Close Combat in order to kill Bernardo. I think his plays are Close Combat or bulk up. I'd be shocked if he goes for the Aqua Step. 308. Oh, we live. Yeah, we guarantee live. We're able to pick off this Pokemon. Yeah, I still stand by that play. I think that was a good play. I do think if we didn't get crit by that U-turn on Infernape, we could have left our friend Bernardo. We could have left Bernardo in against this, so we probably could have Drain Punch. He's going to triple Axle here, which does less damage than Aqua Step, so I'm not sure why. And we're able to pick off the KO, right? That does less damage than Aqua Step? Oh no, it did slightly more than Aqua Step. It still wasn't a KO though, ever. Okay, so we're going to pick off the Quaquaval here, and we should be able to pretty much guarantee win this game at this point. Unfortunately, I am going to have to go ahead and swap out Glowking, because if not, there is a chance that we do lose to this this Empoleon here, because of how high HP it is. I do think I am just going to go hard. No, Bernardo should outspeed, right? I shouldn't risk it. I shouldn't risk it. I should always go Pult. I should always go Pult here. If he Flash Cannons, down goes Pult. He does Flash Cannon, so down goes Pult. I think that was definitely our best play there. His Dragapult, I don't think he was beating that in a one-on-one situation. We go Bernardo, and we should outspeed because he should be max with depth. We already know we outspeed, actually. So we get our Drain Punch off here. We're able to pick off the KO on this Empoleon. And Bernardo is going to bring home another win. We're going to be sitting at 3-4 after this. And if it was a speed tie for some weird reason, Glowking should be able to beat this one-on-one. Yeah. Down goes Empoleon. Bernardo cleaning up the game against Nate. And we are now 3-4. And we have to win next week to make playoffs. And I promise you don't want to see us in playoffs if you're in the BBR, of course. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to Nate again. Check him and all of the other BBR coaches out down below. And be sure to tune in next week where we play Tiro, where it's a win or go home type game. Thank you guys so much for watching. And for now, guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.